collapsed after the incident inside the European Parliament earlier this month. Mr Wolf says he was hit. Mr Hookham denies it. The UK Independence Party say the incident has brought great shame on both men. French police are to investigate. Labour MEP Linda McAvan says the inquiry should go ahead to ensure appropriate standards of behaviour are being maintained.
Downstairs here there's a tribute to Winston Churchill, and he talked about jaw, not war, and it's a bad image of Britain. Here we are. This is about Europe on the frontier between France and Germany, trying to resolve our differences by dialogue.
Police in Northern Ireland have arrested 4 men as part of an investigation into alleged far-right extremists. The men, whose ages range from 29 to 46, were detained at houses in Ballymena and Coleraine following what officers described as suspicious activity in a local forest. Police say they've searched several locations and have seized a number of items. A student from Sheffield who spent time teaching at the migrant camp in Calais known as the Jungle says he's worried for children caught up during the clearing of the site. The French authorities say they've completed the task of removing migrants. Thousands have been relocated to centres across France. But charity workers say they remain deeply concerned about the safety of child migrants who left the site after a number of buildings burnt down. Hassan Al-Zafar says the whole ordeal is likely for the youngsters involved.
No one felt that the camp should exist, in the sense of no one should be living in the conditions which the camp was. But you can only think about what them children go through right now, the amount of chaos, the amount of confusion that they would be experiencing with the camp being demolished, because that is, for many of them, the closest thing they could have called home in European soil.
The Barnsley MP Michael Duggar is putting pressure on the government to reconsider plans to change funding for pharmacies. It's thought the move could result in 3,000 community pharmacies closing. And Mr Duggar says to press ahead would be a mistake.
I'm happy for the government to review the budget. They should be sitting down with the National Committee of Pharmacists to talk about how we can improve the system, make changes. This is not about being against change, but it's being against a reckless cut that is going to see potentially hundreds, even thousands of pharmacists close. That's going to make the crisis in the NHS even worse.
Russia has scrapped plans to refuel its warships in Spain after Madrid came under pressure from its NATO allies. There are concerns that the Russian flotilla, which is on its way to the eastern Mediterranean, will be used to bolster airstrikes on the Syrian city of Aleppo. The Defence Secretary Michael Fallon said NATO countries had to stick together. The chief executive of the FA says investment in community football should help the national game develop. He's been in Sheffield for the opening of a new football hub at Graves. It's part of a £200 million initiative to raise playing standards and opportunities. FA Chief Exec Martin Glenn.
Lots of people play, 2 million people are playing every week, that's great. But I think it's just important. We're a football-mad country. Ultimately, the success of the national team, men's and women's, depend on lots of people playing. You take your first kicks and steps on playing for a kids' team, and it just keeps the game healthy.
The Israeli authorities say they found an extremely rare 2,500-year-old document during an operation against antiquities thieves. The piece of papyrus, carved in ancient Hebrew script, includes one of the earliest written references to the city of Jerusalem. The document, taken from a cave near the Dead Sea by the robbers, is a note relating to the shipping of a consignment wine. In sport, Sheffield Wednesday defender Liam Palmer has signed a new 2-year contract extension. The 25-year-old will now be with the club until the summer of 2019. And Rotherham's latest recruit, Peter Odemwingie, says he turned down other clubs to sign for the Millers. Former West Brom frontman says playing in the Championship was the main reason to join the club. BBC Radio Sheffield News and Sport, it's 5:05.
Did I hear you say, Paul Hudson, the last forecast, that there's going to be a mild weekend?
It's not going to be too bad at all.
Hey!
Certainly fine and settled. The clocks go back, of course.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll get an extra hour in bed. That's some good news. Anyway, this evening looks okay. It's reasonable overnight. The cloud tending to thicken from the northwest might bring a bit of drizzle to the... We'll see lowest temperatures around 8 or 9 degrees for tomorrow. Well, a bit of a west-east split. I think certainly in the morning cloudy across the Pennines Peak District, a bit of drizzle here. Further east, that cloud should break up like it has done today. There'll be some sunshine, 14 in Doncaster, and that's 57 degrees Fahrenheit. Similar picture on Friday, quite cloudy, bit of drizzle over the Pennines. The weekend is looking fine and settled, variable clouds, some sunshine. There is though an increasing risk of some fog first thing in the